Hello everyone, it's Stray Faye here with my new Let's Play, The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Yes, I love the ocean mechanic so much from Rune Factory Tides of Destiny, I just had to play another game with an ocean mechanic. Alright, so this is the HD version, so it's on the Wii U. This is a GameCube game as well, however, the HD version has some improvements. Some good, some bad. Some people might not like the improved graphics. It's a little bit bloomy and harsh on the eyes for some people. However, there's a lot of quality of life improvements that help with travel, helps travel the ocean a lot faster, and was also an online feature that would let you take pictures, although they took that away rather quickly. They took away Miiverse, and then the Nintendo Online is like down as well. However, you can revive it if you so wish with I think like Homebrew, or like I think Pretendo is one thing that you can use to revive your online features of your Wii U. Alright, so let us get in the game. We are going to use the Pro Controller, because I don't have a capture card for the gamepad, but we will be using the gamepad for some things, just so I'm not like flicking back and forth between menus. The gamepad does help a lot for like changing items in your inventory, or if you need to like view the map without having to like constantly press the start button to look at the map. Alright, so let us do a new game. What's my name? I like the default name. I like Link. I usually pick the default name unless like it's a weird default name, like I don't know, Bob Coli or something. Alright, let's start. There's also a hero mode. In hero mode, you can take a double damage and won't be given recovery hearts at any point. This mode is for the truest of heroes. You can turn it on and off whenever you want in the adventure, so maybe you might not want to turn it on like right away when you only have 3 hearts. I personally am not going to turn it on. There's no extra benefit other than for funsies, and I don't find it fun getting elbowed in the ribs by like a moblin and immediately dying, so we're gonna be normies this time. Alright, let's start. This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and most of all, peace. But one day, a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died, and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy clothed in green appeared, as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the Dark One away, and gave the land light. This boy, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time. The boy's tale was passed down through the generations until it became legend. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all thought had been forever sealed away by the hero. Once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the Hero of Time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legends survived on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to garb boys in green when they came of age. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to fight heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage, like the hero of legend. Alright, here we are at Outset Island. Big brother! Big brother! Like a telescope has seagulls on it. Oh, big brother napping. Big brother! Hey there, baby. This is an awkward way to wake up. Oh, where'd she go? I knew you'd be here! This is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea. When I play with the gulls, I call it Ariel's Lookout. So, do you remember what day it is today? You're still half asleep, aren't you? Did you forget? Big brother, it's your birthday! Ugh, forget your birthday? I forget my birthday too. Get to be a certain age, it just becomes another day. But Link is 12, so probably just stayed up all night in anticipation. That's why Grandma has been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? Alright. Hurry up, big brother. Grandma's waiting for you back at the house. And I'm sure everyone else on the island wants to say hello to you too. Everyone wants to say happy birthday. Alright, let's go down the ladder, break Link's knees. I always find that to be like such a harsh jump. And fall in the water. It's okay, it's a shortcut. Alright, let's check out our home. There is a little cliffside up there. We don't really need to go there yet, but we can visit the people. Hello, man with sickle. I'm gonna sneak up on you. Hoi, Link! What's that? Today's your birthday. Well, congrats, buddy. Are you that old already? Wow, time just flies right by, doesn't it? You blink and poof, there goes a year. Why, I swear I just cut the grass in this field the other day, but look how tall it's gotten already. Say, do you want to try cutting it, Link? You'll be surprised at the things people drop in the grass. It's fun, it's like a treasure hunt. Except, you're gonna need some kind of grass cutting tool if you want to cut the grass. That's just common sense, buddy. Alright, I need some sort of grass cutting sword. I like the little piggy there. Let's see, we can also crouch. There's like a lot of little things that you can find and collect. Hello, piggy. I will come back for you later. Let's go check out this person's house. already forgot what that person's name is. Kind of weird. Like the NPCs in this game, they have names, but their names aren't listed on like their own character like portrait. I see a rupee down there. Gonna go down and find someone's little secrets. This is actually like a full-blown room. Like has a window and everything. What you doing? What you doing, dude? With like a secret room with 20 rupees in it? I'm gonna steal it. But yeah, I think this is like Messa's house. It's pictures on the wall. Lots of extra flair. Back in the day, all this flair was very special because in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, things were a little blurry. So these graphics were really good at the time. But unfortunately, when it came out, people ragged on it a lot because the fans at the time wanted like a dark themed Zelda game. And when they came out with like the cartoon cell shading, people were like fairly upset. But it aged really well. Like for a GameCube game, it looks good even now. Alright, hello child. Hoi Link. It's true. Hey, is it true that if you just have a little courage and run as fast as you can jump onto that rock out there? Huh? Is it? Is it? Tell me. Let's try. Alright, just run and you'll jump automatically. Make sure you time it correct. Make sure you time it alright. Alright, I'm just gonna swim. To the next island. Hello, person. I just saw a wild pig. Oh, see? Look, that black one there. Don't you see him? This is perfect. My wife was just telling me how she really wanted a pet. Ready to go grab it, Link? Now, you can't just run up on it. Pigs are too alert to their surroundings for you to just jog up and capture one. If you want to get close to one, you have to hold ZR to crouch and tilt the left stick to crawl up slowly behind it. Slowly. You can also distract it with bait, I guess. I'm not gonna spend money to feed the pigs. I do need money to buy bait. Oi, Link! Press ZL right there and use A to talk to me. Try it. Ah, yes, good old Z targeting. But we don't have a fairy to really explain the Z targeting. That's correct. You're a smart one. You, my friend, have just targeted me. You see, when you press ZL, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often. To talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around to target, you can press ZL to face forward, you know. It's quite handy indeed. It's kind of weird when they break the fourth wall like this. Hey, there's a control scheme to this game. There are a myriad of other ways to use targeting as well. Quite an ingenious little thing, if I do say so myself. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag, not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you'll just climb up that ladder over there and drop by my room. Alright, first I'm gonna go check downstairs. This is a pair of old man house. Pair of old men. Downstairs we have Orca. More physically inclined one. Link, is that you? If I recall correctly, today you are the same age as the legendary hero. When did you get so old? Hey, I'm not old, I'm only 12. You must build strong muscles from now on. Strong muscles! You have come at the perfect moment. I was just trying my rolling attack. Allow me to teach you. Are you ready? Just run as fast as you can and then press A. This is how you perform a rolling attack. You think you understand? Then try rolling into the wall. Go on, young one. Alright. Bam. Break all the pottery. Such a racket! Can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you dratted hooligan! Well, those aren't very secure shelves now, aren't they? Ah, my brother upstairs is very high-strung. His is the way of knowledge. He locks himself in his room and studies all day. He's quite wise, but with that big head of his, he is hardly accommodating. On top of it all, he is so feeble. At times, I am ashamed to call him my brother. But enough of that, Link. I sense the natural talent that beats in your veins. But you need more than talent to make it in the world today. You must also be bold. And to that end, I shall teach you the art of swordplay. Oh, you give me a sword? What say you? Do you wish to practice your skills in the sword? I think you get forced to practice anyway, but I guess we can practice now. He lets you borrow a sword, but you don't get to keep it until you need it. Very good. Your first lesson shall be the horizontal slice. Face me and press B. Do not fear for my safety. I am ready for you. This is actually like probably one of the harder slices to do. Like once you learn of Z targeting, I end up like always using Z targeting, but just don't Z target and you'll use a regular horizontal slice. Good. Keep at me until you hear me say very good. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, almost didn't hit you on the last one. I love the combat like music. It's very musical. They really improved on just making the combat seem very fun and like musical, and yeah, just a little bit more basic than just hacking and slashing. Very good. Next is the vertical slice. Hold ZL to target me and then press B. Alright, and also don't move forward. That's also a problem that I also face when doing the tutorial, is that I often stab because I keep pressing forward. Keep swinging! Very good. Next is the thrust. Target with ZL, then tilt with the left stick forward, and then press B. Come at me, thrust with your sword. Alright, don't tell a little boy to do that. Very good, keep thrusting. Don't make it weird. Good, that is enough. Alright. The basic of swordsmanship. We might have to do this again when we like actually need the sword. It is as I foresaw. One day you shall become a master of the sword, but it is still too soon to give you a sword to carry around with you. I'm afraid I cannot give you one yet. If I did give you one, I am certain your grandmother would be quite upset with me, and I do not need that. But for any reason, if you feel you need more training, then come see me again. You want to carry around sharp objects. Like, we don't need to fight yet. Alright, that's Old Man Orca. And upstairs we can talk to Old Man Sturgeon. Do sturgeons have like big heads? I'm trying to remember. Like a lot of the names are like based off sea creatures and stuff, except for you, Sue Bell. Oh, Link, happy birthday! Hey, did your sister Arrow find you? She was supposed to tell you that your grandmother is looking for you. Speaking of your sister, she saw me at work the other day, and then she said she wanted to learn to carry jars on her head, like me, so she can help your grandma with chores. So if you see her, tell her that all she has to do is stand in front of a jar and press A to carry it. To put the jar down, she just has to press ZR, or you can just throw it like a maniac. Can you tell her that for me? Need incredible balance. Oh boy, we got this guy. Booger boy! I always like try to avoid this kid whenever like I play, cause like he just has this like gross like little snot running down his face, and I just feel like ew every time he touches me. I just imagine that snot is like wiping on Link. Your grandma was calling for you, Link, and so is my mom. Okay, why? Why your mother? Let's go visit Old Man Sturgeon. Lives upstairs. I'd find it very hard for an old man to, like, have to climb a ladder to get into his abode, but you're growing up, Link, which means you're going to need much wisdom as you can get from this point forward. And if you want to be wise, you must first know things. Now, I was born before you, so I know all sorts of things. Yes, I've been studying all manners of topics for many years, like how to press the A button. Now I can tell you're a smart lad. Lately, I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down. And I think you're the one I'm going to pass it down to. Count yourself lucky, lad. Meanwhile, Link is just like... Just imagine it. I don't think... And Link can read, so... That's a good thing, but he doesn't look like the academic type. Everything that you see tacked to the walls here is something that I've researched thoroughly. And before you ask, yes, I do know my filing system is odd. Organizational issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You do well to read it very carefully. Reading leads to knowing you know. Alright, we're gonna pretend we know nothing. There goes all the pottery. I just fixed those shelves, damn it! Such a racket! Can you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you ratted hooligan! You'd think if this was such a common occurrence, that they would make better shelves or something, or not put the pots up there? Alright, old man almost had a stroke here. Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to is my younger and much less intelligent brother who lives just downstairs. Making freaking jabs at your brother, jeez. At any age, it's always have to make little jabs at your siblings. He hates studying. All day, every day, the lout just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No. The brain's a muscle too, I think. Anyway, the only thing he does study is the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot. As if that's not of any use to anyone. I mean, you don't want your warriors to be fools, but you also don't want your scholars to be weak as well. You kind of want best of both worlds. They even say exercising can help you think as well. Help get the blood pumping. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? Honestly, being a warrior on like a forsaken island, and probably has some fisherman knowledge as well. He like carries a harpoon as like one of his tools. It's pretty useful for like gathering food and whatnot. Like when you're starving, it's hard to eat books. You're a smart lad, Link. You'll find that everything I've written down and talked to my walls will be very useful. A lifetime of knowledge. Alright, let's just read it very carefully. And ignore the hooligan brother. Do I start left to right or right to left? Okay. Sturgeon's 1-point lesson. Lesson 1, the energy of life. To be young is to know no limits to one's stamina. To become stronger, one must first know oneself. I love these little tutorials. Like, usually you would ignore this, but like, just adds a little bit of flavor. Like Sturgeon just explaining the heart system with his own little flair. The hearts in the upper left shows one's current life energy. Perhaps a fancier way to describe it would be to call it a life gauge. Wouldn't that be terrifying in real life to just like mentally see that life gauge like brushing up against something, you lose a heart and you're like, oh god. As one experiences trials and hardships in one's life, one will naturally gain more hearts. However, if one is injured and takes damage, those hearts will just decrease. Imagine stubbing your toe and you lose a heart. At such times, it may be possible to replenish one's health by using a potion or fairy, or cutting grass and finding hearts. The game's very generous in giving you, like, recovery items, unless you select hero mode. Then it kind of forces you to use potions and fairies. Alright, lesson 2. Do not underestimate the sea. It's easy to get swept up by a little success at swimming, but the sea can be fickle. Swimming for too long will drain one's energy, and eventually one will sink. A lot of people hated this mechanic, because in Majora's Mask, they gave you, like, this whole power that lets you, like, dolphin dive and, like, swim super fast as a Zora, and now, like, you can't even, like, get in the water without, like slowly die of exhaustion. When you're like surrounded by water. Granted, they probably did this so like people wanted to try to like swim from island to island. That would sequence break things, but they're like, man, we went from swimming in the ocean as a Zora to like I'm drowning. Watch the round icon on the bottom right while in the water. This is one swim timer. One should be sure to get back to shore before one swim timer runs out. If one doesn't, I can't be responsible for what happens next. Pulling out dead kids out of the ocean. Alright, lesson 3, alternate views of life. At times, it is difficult to find ways to use the TV, especially when someone else is using it. Sturgeon, how do you know what a TV is? It is at times like these, and one can simply play on the Wii U gamepad. Press minus to change screens at any time. But remember that just because one can play at any time on the gamepad, it doesn't mean one can hide it from one's parents. Yes, don't try. You hooligan, don't try hiding under the covers and... It's kind of hard when like all the screens are like illuminating like from under the bed, but oh well. Like you can't Link doesn't care. Link doesn't have parents. He just has a grandma. Lesson 4, material goods. The more things one tries to experience in life, the more experience-related belongings one tends to gather. Yes, all the books that Sturgeon has is gathering dust. And of course, with those belongings comes a need to keep track of them and keep them in good order. One needs only to look at the Wii U gamepad screen to see the items he or she has obtained. The item screen contains items one can set and use with Y, X, and R. Use that little arrow on the screen to display the quest status screen, which contains vital items related to one's quest. Sturgeon, what do you know about quests? You just stay in your room all day. Plus, press plus to pause the game to allow one to take one's time viewing the item screen. In case a moblin's about to bash your head in, you can press start. Oh yeah, here's our items. Item screen, our quest screen. The map will also be on the plus button and on the gamepad. I'll try not to like. A lot of times if I don't have like the gamepad like in view, I'll end up like pressing start a million times to like get my bearings in the ocean. Alright, lesson 5. How to not regret the things one fails to do in life. A very important lesson I regret every day. There are many things one longs to do in the limited time one has in this world. The easiest way to not regret things one wanted to do but failed to do is to save. While one may feel invincible and wish to continue one's quest, one never knows when disaster or calamity might strike. Could have like a power surge or something. If one's life energy is extinguished before one has a chance to save, then one's life will be lived in vain. It is a shame to regret the deeds one has failed to accomplish in life. So get in the habit of tapping the save button on the item screen to save your progress. When playing on the Wii U gamepad, press plus and then save. Yes, if only it worked that way. Like, if you didn't want something to happen, you could just restart and be like the thing never happened. 6. Improving human relations. To improve one's relations with one's fellow beings, one must be outgoing and press A to speak to all people one meets. Not as important in this game, especially if you know what to do, but important in, I don't know, like a life sim game where relationship points actually like matter, but there's no relationships you have to cater to in this game. When one opens one's heart to others, others will open their hearts in return and offer wisdom on many important things. Yes, mostly after the wisdom. Kind of amazing how like many of like the puzzles in like old games could have been solved if I just like talk to people in the games instead of just like throwing myself at the puzzle. Or like trying to figure out what direction to go. Some games are really vague though. They're like, go west or something. I was like, well, the west is a very vague direction. But yeah, like other times, it's like, just because my reading comprehension is a little bit better as an adult, I was like, alright, this game was not hard, but as a kid, I struggled so much because I just didn't listen to like any of the NPCs. If the person's advice is strange or cannot be understood, one should not feel shy. One should simply ask the person to repeat the statement by pressing A again, and they'll oblige. More often than not, if one asks politely, a person will say the same thing over and over again until the meaning is clear. I feel like I have to repeat myself a lot, and I'm just like, do I mumble? Like, It's like, alright, I'll say the thing, but I'll say it louder. Lesson 7, knowing one's own ability. Alright, to improve one's life, it is wise to watch A and ZR calmly when one comes across a person or object. Alright, that'll pass along wisdom regarding how one can best interact with that person or object. It's like talking or throwing. To know one's own ability is to know one's limits. Alright, lesson 8. Changing perspective leads to success. The young often assume that they can see all that there is before them, but oftentimes are missing out on a grander view. By using the R button to change perspective, one can often find oneself gazing upon sights and discoveries one has never expected to see. If only I could do that. Just go into third person while I'm like sitting at my desk. Can find that pen that fell under my foot and I just can't seem to find because, I don't know, like you drop something on the floor and then the floor abyss eats it when it's just out of one's perspective. Once one has seen all there is to see around oneself and determine an appropriate course of action, it is wise to press ZL to take action. To get things at eye level, one should stop in one's tracks and press the R stick. I forget that you could press the sticks. Took me a while to realize I could press sticks in Nintendo games. It wasn't really a feature until, like, now. Alright. Yes, this is perspective. Just 2 more pieces of paper. I'm sorry, guys. What profound knowledge is in lesson 9? A fool and his rupees are soon parted. It is commonly known that he who makes poor use of rupees will have a hard life. In order to fully enjoy a long life, it is wise to gather rupees early and often. Too bad there's no bank in here. We do have a bigger wallet in this game than we did in the GameCube version. I don't think it shows you your limit. In the original GameCube version, your rupee capacity was 200. But in this game, your rupee capacity is 500. So, yeah. Yeah, it actually makes the wallet upgrades unnecessary. I think there's like one thing you needed that required like a wallet that had more than like 200 rupees. But yeah, we'll go for the wallet upgrades anyway. They're convenient. There's a lot of stuff to spend on in this game. Lesson 10: Becoming a champion of life. Learn all there is to learn and lessons through 1 through 9. And no matter what happens, do not give up, do not complain, and do not stay up all night playing. You can't tell me what to do. I'm an adult. I can stay up all night and regret it, or I can eat things that my parents told me not to eat and regret it. You can't tell me anything. Alright, there's Sturgeon's bed and his, I don't know what this is. His hair care products. What do you think this is, guys? He has to take care of his hair somehow. Also, very inconvenient place for a bed, Sturgeon. You're like an old man. Can you even like climb up the ladder? It'd be very, very inconvenient to live in a house with like stairs or a ladder when like your joints are given out. Alright, not going to grandma's yet. Chase that pig. Hello. Hello, beautiful lady. Well, today's your birthday, isn't it, Link? Well, how nice for you. I suppose I should congratulate you on your birthday, shouldn't I? Well, to tell you the truth, I could congratulate myself, too. We just finished building our little hutch and paddock today. Isn't it a delightful addition to the place? I was actually thinking of getting a pet and keeping it here. The boys would really like that, I'm sure. Boys love pets. I wonder what kind of animal we should get. What do kids like these days? Listen, dearie, if you see any good pets around, be a lamb and just bring one here. If you do, I'll give you a little reward. Oh, but we won't tell your grandma about it, will we? Alright, well, there aren't any lambs around here, but we can definitely find some pigs. We saw some in the overworld before. Alright, check out their house. I don't think anyone's in right now, though. It's daytime. Everyone's out exploring. I like checking out people's houses. What do they have hanging on the wall? Some fern leaves. Go break your cups. Screw that cup. Screw that plate. Ha! There's soup. Last night's soup. Any monsters under the bed? Alright, they have a lot of books. For being an isolated island, a lot of books here. Alright, let's go help Rose with her piggy quest. We saw a few. There's one right here. So, do what the tutorial man said to do. Crouch down. You don't have to go slow. You just have to crouch and then pick up when prompted. Little oinks every time you step. I brought you a piggy. Why did you bring that little piglet all the way here just for me? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I've been thinking of getting a pet pig for a while. The boys will be so happy when they get home. You sweetie. Oh, Link, hold out your hand. This is your reward. Don't spend it all in one place. We got 20 rupees. Why, this little darling is cute as a button. You know, it's so cute that I wouldn't mind having even more of them. Alright, this highlight is an important detail. Let's go find some more pigs. Can I, like, sneak up on the one down there? Might get scared. Surprise! No. I like how he can just, like, rear up next to it. It's like, oh, it's fine. It's laying down. Totally fine and safe. But as soon as you get up, it's like, oh no, the tall man! The tall man is after me! They do say when you, like, encounter a pet, you should go, like, underneath instead of, like, petting overhead. Petting overhead is intimidating. Alright. Chuck the piggy. Why did you bring me another piglet? Oh, were you all worried that this little guy would get lonely hanging out inside the fence all by himself? That is the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Thank you so much for bringing us yet another family member. Here's a little something for you. Another 20 rupees. There's one more pig we can collect. If you find any other little piggies, you know where to bring them. That other little piggy was across the water. That's like the only endemic life that's like on this island. I do miss, like, they replaced like the livestock animals with pigs in this game. I do miss in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, like the horses and cows. There are no horses and cows in this game though. They disappeared. I guess pigs would survive better on a tropical island anyway, considering most of this world consists of water and tiny islands. Not a lot of space for pasture. So, and pigs can live like anywhere and eat like anything, including people. It's kind of scary. They're like, they'll eat you if you get if they get the chance. Alright, so got the little pink and black spotted piggy. And this is the last pig. Can I get up the fence, please? There's only 3 pigs. Oh, look at this one. You sure do know where to find the cutest pigs on the whole Great Sea. Hey, oinker, oink, oink. Oh, now things will be ever so much more lively in the pen. It'll be a big pig jamboree in here. Thank you so much. Oh, that's right. Can't let you leave without giving you a present. Happy birthday, Link. You get another 20 rupees. That's not really a birthday present. I had to work for it. What a pleasant surprise anyway. I guess I better think up some names for these little oinky woinkies, huh? What are their names? What should I name these little oinkers? I guess. I like the implications, like, oh, they're pets. Like, you know they're totally gonna eat them. Like, what else? What else are you gonna do with pigs in a pig pen? Alright, there's a rupee there taunting us. We can't reach that one. However, there is a better rupee down here, underneath our house. You actually might want to think about, like, maybe saving this one for later, because it is a hefty amount down here. But since we have such a big wallet in this game, Might as well pick it up now. And there's like plenty of other opportunities to get rupees in this game as well. Like on the open sea. Got an orange rupee. Just one of these is worth 100 rupees. Your face is beaming. This is probably like Grandma's secret stash. And we just took it. Maybe Grandma doesn't know about it because it's like underneath the house. Maybe like Grandpa put it down here and just didn't tell anyone. Grandpa's retirement fund. I don't know, we have so many rupees, why not go shopping with it? We have a little ship shop over here. Might as well spend your rubies liberally. You'll probably find some more later. Oh, a customer! Welcome to Beedle's Shop Shop. I deal in pretty much anything and everything. No, you don't. He doesn't really deal in everything, but he has some useful consumables. Do you have anything you don't need? If you do, show it to me. I'll pay top rupees for your junk. Or do you see anything else you'd like to buy? Alright, for now, let's buy a bait bag. This holds bait. It's quite useful, and it's my very last one. You can't buy bait if you don't have a bag like this. Alright, I shall buy it. Alright, you got the bait bag. You can keep plenty of bait in this convenient satchel, and it looks like a pig. It has 8 pouches for storing bait. Press Y, X, or R to see what's inside.
Thank you!
You're the greatest! I'll never forget you! I'm gonna make a membership card just for you. When you buy lots of things and build up your points, something good will happen to you. Something very good indeed. My shop is kind to its customers. No other shop will do this sort of thing for you. I'll have you know. Yes, a point system. You can rack up 30 or 60 points and get a little coupon. It really isn't that great, but you can do that. You try to save up to 30 points so you can earn a silver membership. All those sales tactics to get you to buy more. Alright, so we have all-purpose bait. You can feed this to pigs, although I won't really waste it on the pigs right now. More importantly, though, on the ocean, you can feed this to fish, and they'll help you fill out your map. So we'll need a lot of this, because there's a lot of places on the map that need to be filled out. And there's also a hoi pair. You can't buy this anywhere else, only here, I'm serious. Now's your chance. Buy, 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 buy! You're not gonna elaborate what this does? Alright, well, I'll buy it. It also goes in our bait bag. The special bait allows you to take control of seagulls. That's a little weird and haunted looking. But yeah, lets you take control of seagulls. Now, seagulls aren't very good combat creatures, but you use it to solve some puzzles. Very limited use, but still fun to use. Alright, well, we will need a few of these to help solve some, like, most of the time, optional puzzles. But I will buy... How many should I buy? 2 or 3? Probably 2 for now, unless I end up botching something. We're gonna need a lot of bait. I'm thinking, like, I should just focus on buying the all-purpose bait than wasting the space on hoi pairs. Let's spend our money. Might not want to spend all of it, but I'm fairly confident that we'll be able to make our money back.
Thank you! Bye!
Bye. I think that should be good. Got our bait bag here. It's 12 pieces of bait. That's pretty generous. I like how the hoi pair is sweating. Why is it sweating? I don't know. Who knows? Alright. Now let's finally talk to Grandma. After messing around with, like, tutorials, wasting your time for over 40 minutes, let's finally progress the story. And this is the only time where we get to mess around with the people like this. Soon our real adventure will start. Alright, oh, little picture. Oh, little picture of Link and Errol, the sister. And then just Errol. Errol's the favorite child. Errol gets a second picture. And she's cute. Look at Link. Look at Link in his bedhead. Hello, grandmother. I've been waiting for you, Link. Link, try these on. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. Like how Link is like, ugh. You got the hero's clothes. They look like that might be a little warm for this weather. He's like, man, all my tropical pajamas. I don't want this. He's so sad. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is the day to celebrate. It is the day that you become the same age as the young heroes spoke of in all the legends. You only have to wear them for one day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men. They were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Grandma just watches me change. I guess we're still technically like a child in her eyes. Does this all make sense to you? Yes, Grandma. Isn't that nice, Link? They suit you perfectly. A perfect fit. Well, tonight I'm gonna invite the whole town over for your birthday party. So I better start getting things ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma is gonna make our favorite soup for you tonight. I just know you're looking forward to it. I have to wear this HUD outfit all day. Now go get your sister, Errol. What is this, Link? Go call Errol for me. Alright, we have to go back to Errol's lookout. If you're playing New Game Plus, you actually get to play in Link's pajamas the whole time, which is kind of weird because like some of the dialogue is just refers to your green tunic and like how you look like the hero of legend, but then they have to change it to like your blue tunic. Like that, you don't look like the hero of legend. Wait. Alrighty. Well, we've been going for quite a while. I do apologize for going through all the tutorial stuff. I like to pretend that like we don't know anything in this game, even though we do. And for people who like to go fast, that might be a little annoying. Although this won't be like a very casual run, I do want to 100% this game, if possible. We will. We will 100% it. So 100%ing means collecting all the collectibles, like all the heart pieces, all the treasure charts that will become relevant later in the game, all the extra items. And then I also want to complete the Nintendo gallery, the figurine gallery, which I got really close to. I got really close to completing it when I was playing the GameCube version of the game. It was so hard though, because like pretty much the Nintendo gallery was just you going around taking photographs of like fellow NPCs and like other creatures like that seagull or like enemies and bosses, and then turning them in to be turned into figurines for viewing. And back in the day, you only had a camera that held 3 photographs. So you had to like take a picture of 3 people or 3 monsters and then go back to like this island to get those photographs processed into figurines. And like the game wouldn't tell you if it was like the correct perspective. Like say I could like take a picture of like Sue Belle's head or something, or like maybe I didn't get enough of her body in the frame, and like the picture would be moot. Like it wouldn't be able to be turned into a figurine. So you'd have to go all the way back and like retake a photo. It got really stressful, especially for some bosses, trying to get bosses in the frame. Like, sometimes the game would recognize the boss being in the frame, and then like you either had to like restart or like try to like find a different way to like get the boss, either through like round 2 or like New Game Plus. But yeah, those are my goals. I wanna get all the collectibles 100% and complete the Nintendo gallery. So fun! Fun collectible time. Anywho, I will end things off here. I hope you guys are having a fun time reliving this adventure. Probably a lot of you guys probably played this before, so it's just nostalgia for you guys. It's a pretty game. A little bit bright, I have to say. I didn't like it. Oh, I can't say that. I did like it as a kid, but I did rag on it a lot for like it being cartoony. But at the end of the day, the cartooniness made everything just that more expressive. Like, what are you looking at your toes for, Link? Alright, well, yeah, so in the next episode, we will find Errol. I hope you guys are having a fun and relaxing time. Go outside. Don't be like Sturgeon, staying inside all day. Go outside, get some fresh air, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.